Connecticut Dreamers calling the White House's list of DACA demands heartless and immoral. The president's list includes money for the border wall, cuts to illegal immigration, and measures that make it harder for unaccompanied minors to come into this country. And that has those so-called dreamers furious tonight. Hi, everybody. I'm Darren Kramer.
And I'm Ann Craig. Last month, Trump announced that he would end the DACA program, but the president has given Congress 6 months to create a permanent program. News 8's Noel Gardner tells us how Connecticut's Dreamers are responding tonight. She joins us live in News 8 Control. Noel.
Darren and Ann, today Connecticut Dreamers holding a rally against President Trump's list of immigration demands. They tell me they're in fear every day of being deported.
This country promised them they could stay here. Now, the President of the United States is on the verge of breaking America's promise to the Dreamers.
Senator Richard Blumenthal and Connecticut Dreamers held a news conference in Hartford rejecting President Trump's immigration demands. The president announcing last month that he was ending former President Barack Obama's Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, or DACA, which protects young immigrants known as Dreamers.
We're dealing here with real lives, not a reality show. We're dealing with real people who can give to this country in a real way. We should not forego their contributions.
The president told congressional leaders that his immigration priorities must be enacted in exchange for extending protection from deportation to hundreds of thousands of young immigrants. The list of demands includes funding for a southern border wall and block funding for sanctuary cities like New Haven and Hartford. Camilla Bortoletto is just one of 800,000 people who benefit from DACA. She came to Connecticut from Brazil when she was 9 years old.
I was able to go to high school and college being undocumented. We made it work after I graduated. Before DACA, I was still undocumented. I was not able to work. I was not able to use my degree. When DACA came about, all that changed and my life changed.
Bortoletto is afraid she will be deported, along with thousands of others. She's an advocate for the rights of undocumented immigrant youth and their families.
Like, deportation splits up families, it hurts families, it separates kids from their parents.
I have friends and I have family who benefit from DACA. Even though I myself am a U.S. citizen, I still feel the pain.
Senator Blumenthal says Congress must pass the DREAM Act.
The DREAM Act would continue the status quo that has prevailed and enabled them to have some sense of security here and then to pursue a path to citizenship.
And Senator Blumenthal tells me there is hope that Republicans and Democrats will come together on a DREAM Act. He says he's hopeful that the DREAM Act will pass in Congress and people can stay here without fear of deportation. Reporting live tonight in News 8 Control, Noel Gardner, News 8.